Jack smiled. Emma's birthday. The perfect day for a surprise. He'd arranged everything: a private jet, a secluded villa overlooking the Pacific. This trip to Maui was a dream, one he couldn't wait to share with her. Emma, his love, with her bright eyes and infectious laugh, deserved all the happiness in the world. He watched her pack, a feigned confusion in his eyes.
Where are we going?
It's a surprise, he said, pulling her close.
Her eyes widened as they arrived at the airport. A sleek jet stood bathed in the golden hues of the setting sun. He whispered,
"Happy birthday, my love," and let her inside.
As the plane soared into the sky, he watched her. Emma, his adventurous spirit, his confidant, his soulmate. Her face was aglow with wonder. His heart swelled with love. This trip was more than a vacation. It was a testament to their love. He held her hand, his thumb tracing circles on her skin. He saw the questions in her eyes, the unspoken anticipation.
"Maui," he finally said, his voice a soft murmur against her hair. "We're going to Maui."
The words hung in the air, heavy with promise and love. He knew in that moment he couldn't wait to create a lifetime of memories with her. Emma gasped, her hand flying to her mouth.
Maui? She whispered, her eyes sparkling.
It was her dream destination, a place she longed to explore. Jack had remembered. He always remembered even the smallest details. The realization washed over her, warm and comforting. He knew her so well. This trip was more than a gesture. It was a symbol of their deep connection. As the jet sliced through the clouds, she felt a sense of exhilaration. The world seemed to shrink below, leaving them cocooned in their own little world. She turned to Jack, her heart overflowing.
Thank you, she breathed, her voice thick with emotion.
He smiled, his eyes reflecting the love shining in her own. They were on an adventure together. The intimacy of the cabin enveloped them. She snuggled into him, his arm a comforting weight around her shoulders. They talked, they laughed, they shared dreams. The drone of the engine faded into background noise, their voices the only symphony that mattered. He poured her a glass of champagne, their glasses clinking softly.
"To us," he toasted, his gaze locked on hers.
And in that toast she heard a promise, a vow to cherish their love. The moment they landed in Maui, the air seemed to crackle with a different energy. The scent of plumeria drifted on the breeze, intoxicating and sweet. Palm trees swayed rhythmically, welcoming them to paradise. As they stepped off the jet, Emma took a deep breath, the tropical air filling her lungs. She felt alive, exhilarated. This wasn't just a vacation. It was an escape into a world of beauty and romance. The villa was breathtaking. Perched on a cliff overlooking the ocean, it offered unparalleled views of the turquoise waters. The infinity pool seemed to merge with the horizon, creating an illusion of boundless blue. As they settled in, unpacking bags filled with flowing sundresses and swimwear, Emma couldn't stop smiling. Every detail, from the fresh flowers to the welcome basket overflowing with local treats, whispered of Jack's love. Days melted into a blissful blur of sun-kissed skin and shared adventures. They hiked through lush rainforests, the symphony of exotic birds filling the air. They swam in hidden waterfalls, the cool water cascading over their bodies. They kayaked at dawn, the ocean a mirror reflecting the colors of the sunrise. With each passing moment, their bond deepened, their love growing stronger against the backdrop of Maui's breathtaking beauty. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, they found themselves on the beach. The sand, still warm from the day's heat, cushioned their bare feet. The waves crashed against the shore, a rhythmic soundtrack to their love story. He held her close, her head resting on his chest.
This place, she whispered, her voice husky with emotion. It's magical.
"Not as magical as you," he murmured back, his lips brushing against her temple.
They stood in comfortable silence, their love a tangible presence in the air. He knew, with a certainty that ran deep in his soul, that Emma was his forever. This trip to Maui This paradise they had discovered together was just the beginning of their adventure. As the stars began to pepper the night sky, he took her hand, his thumb tracing patterns on her skin.
"Emma," he began, his voice filled with a love that knew no bounds this trip. "It's more than just a vacation. A promise to spend forever exploring the world with you, hand in hand."
Tears welled up in her eyes, tears of happiness and love.
Yes, she whispered, her voice choked with emotion. Yes, forever.
And as they sealed their promise with a kiss, the moon, a silent witness to their love, bathed them in its silvery light, etching their love story against the canvas of Maui's beauty.